Help support AMTV by becoming a patron, an AMTV staff member, and following us over on Twitter.
Hi there guys, it's Adam Martin here, and welcome back to another episode of the Now Review. And for today's instalment, we're looking at one of the dance series. Now has had a myriad of dance albums going all the way back to the mid-80s, which I have done a video on, which you can check out if you like. But this is the most up-to-date dance release, so we're looking at Now That's What I Call Dance Hits. So let's just have a look at this cover, and I must say I really like this cover. I love how it's all multicoloured, this sort of multicoloured pipes. It sort of gives me a 90s feel, I don't know why, but it just echoes 90s. Same with the text. This sort of font was used on the Now Dance albums from, I'd say, like the mid-90s all the way through the 2000s, so to see it back again is really nice, even though this was released in 2016, I believe. Let's have a look at the spine. I wish the spine had been multicoloured as well, just to, you know, sort of match this wonderful cover, but instead it's just blue and white. They have sort of kept the font, though, of the title, which again is a nice touch. So let's have a look at the all-important track list. So, CD1. And you'll notice that a lot of these are modern songs, you know, 2016, 2015, all that sort of stuff. This was 2016? Yes, it was. That's CD1. Let's have a look at CD2. So you got Jason Derulo, Zayn, Justin Bieber. So again, CD2 is a lot of modern songs, very modern stuff indeed. And CD3, you have more modern songs. This is very much a 2016, 15, 14, 2010s album. Nothing that much old on here. That's the track list. Not the most inspiring, and I'm a bit disappointed with it, to be honest. But I'll talk more about the track list later. Let's have a look inside. What's this say? Oh, just follow us all on our social medias. And thank you to Nick Chapman who designed it. You done good, Nick. And I like this. It's the same pipes, but it's not just this overall image splashed on. It's different colour tones that really work well. Really nice design. Now with the discs, I like the fact they've kept the font, but what's with... Do we need the splatter? Is the splatter... Well, the splatter is on the front, but... to me that doesn't really communicate dance hits. I don't know what other motif you could have used, maybe like a spark or a bang, but no, paint splatter just seems a little odd to me. But anyway, let's have a look at disc 2 and 3. That green and blue doesn't really work, I don't like that. And blue and yellow works better. But again, my overall gripe with this disc design is why not have a more elaborate motif rather than just paint splatters? I don't know why, baffles me a bit. But yeah, this track list, guys, this album sadly suffers from the syndrome of a lot of these songs are available across 2 or 3 or 4 numbered now. So if you got those, you don't really need this unless you're like me and you like to collect them. But there is a silver lining, even though this track list is sort of really uninspired and not that good. Can you dance to all of these? That's my debate. There are several more dance albums you can get. I think a few years before this, 2014 maybe, I think they released the very best of dance, which at least to my knowledge had a broader track list. You have all the dance albums for individual years, spanning from, well, I don't know, as I said, the mid-80s all the way through the 2000s. So I'd say if you're into your dance music, like a lot of people are, maybe don't get this album, even though it's it's the newest one. Some HMVs still sell it. You can get it off Music Magpie like I did for about £3. It's one of the cheaper ones to get, but in terms of the track list, if you really want, I don't know what you say, if you want a variety of dance songs, then you need to get other albums. Granted, if you just want modern 2015-16 dance songs that haven't been remixed, notice there's hardly any remixes on here, then this is fine. This is more than perfect, but I just think nowadays people would just use their Spotifys, their iTunes. Considering CDs as a medium is dying out, you've got to make a lot of incentive for people to buy your CDs, and for me, aside from the collector's market of now, this one just doesn't cut the mustard for me, I'm afraid. I'm sorry this Now review's quite short, but again, it's one of these albums you can't say that much about it because it just echoes what the chart stuff is doing, what the numbered nows are doing. There's no classic dance songs, there's no real remixes that didn't already break the chart. That was what I always liked about the dance albums, the chance to hear songs that necessarily weren't on the main pop chart or that had been remixed. And sadly with this album, that vision has sort of been lost. So I'd highly recommend some of the other Now Dance albums, you should check those out. This is mainly only for collectors and fans of exclusively modern music. But that's all for this instalment of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like the video, leave your comments, what do you think of this album? Share this video around, subscribe to the channel. You're welcome to leave a donation to my Patreon if you like. And until the next one, I will see you all next time.
Thank you to our patrons for helping to support the show, and a special thank you to Macra, Hooks Media, Ben Freeman, Ethan Carberry-Holt, Brittany Fan 1999, Bruce Danton, The Broken Kitsumanoid, and Francine Salazar are AMTV staff members.